Chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rock shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Rock a showstopper, flow popper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper, do my thing, motherfucker. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight. So in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing down the everybody get your best cause Mr. Mina said well, my name is C.M. for all the fly fellas. No one can do it better. She'll sing on acapella. Boy, music makes me lose control. We're gonna make you lose control and let it go, for you know you gon' hit the flow. Yeah, I rock to the beat till I'm higher. The walk in the club is fire. Get it crunk and wired. Wave your hands, scream louder. If you smoking fire, bring the roof down and holler. If you tipsy, stand up. DJ turn it louder. Take somebody by the waist and now throw it in your face like hypnotic nobody. This here will rock your waist. Take somebody by the waist and now throw it in your face like systematic, static. This it be automatic. Everybody here get it out of control. Cause Mr. Mina said everybody steps, everybody steps, everybody steps, everybody steps.
Music make you lose control.
This would be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long and Scarface so cold. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Let me grab the microphone and I'ma take it away. Every time I spit, I blow 1 or 2 speakers. Top model Eva, but my name not Eva. Yeah, I bring fever, rocking classic Adidas. I'm straight off the meter, ripping needles off the meter. Here I go, flip my flip. Back it up, then it drop it low. It's a must cause I'm dangerous. Severe hustle on the bus to call me agents.
I love you, Missy Elliott. If you don't know who that is, that's Missy Elliott. I love her. She's the best. She's so much cooler than them, but like, I love her music. It's great. I always love the beats she has. This is Pamex by Fat Nick and Shakewell. Shout out to Hades.
I was selling green, smoking 80s. Get a real back on this OC30 lately, why they hate me?
shit gon' make you hurt. If I pull up with a stick, I mean you get put in the dirt. I got real smokers and they both want to push it out my boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking permits from Mexico. Got big juice, overflow. I keep shit out of by the boat. All those hidden minutes, no jungle boy smoking credit. I got real smokers and they both want to push it out my boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking permits from Mexico. Got big juice, overflow. I keep shit out of by the boat. All those hidden minutes, no jungle boy smoking credit. They be saying they want someone doing pressure smoking bit. And all my homies really shooters, flash, they only aim for heads. I'm fucking rollings and a good that bottle still my richest shit. And if you really get it money, don't be worried about the next. This is Southside, yeah. We will ride, yeah. We don't fight, yeah. The dirty cat outside, yeah. We ready for a whip and really shit. And now we're about 7 figures, so we'll catch a bitch. I got real smokes and it goes for drug up, push it out my boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking permits from Mexico. Got big juice, overflow. I keep shit out of by the boat. All those hidden minutes, no jungle boys.
Wait, no. Okay, so there's a part in this music video that I really like. Because, like, Fat Nick just turns around and this guy, like, starts choking him. And the face that Fat Nick makes is just, like, great. I love it. I think this is the scene. He's, like, beefing some shit. It's like a tequila bottle or something, I can't tell. But there's like this guy washing him.
And now we're about 7 figures, so we'll catch a bitch.
See, I love that face he makes. I got real smokes and it goes for drug up, push it out my boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking permits from Mexico. Got big juice, keep shit out of by the boat. All those hidden minutes, no jungle boy smoking credit. I got real smokes and it goes for drug up, push it out my boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking permits from Mexico. Got big juice, overflow. I keep shit out of by the boat. All those hidden minutes, no jungle boy smoking credible. Shadow today. I thought it was cute. I'm very high right now, so my eyes are really squinty. I haven't really smoked a lot because I had a fucking torch and like 2 grams of dabs. I had everything and I fucking left my goddamn butane here. And of course my torch died and the speakers are way too loud, so you probably can't even fucking hear what I'm saying because I'm just yelling now. But it's fine. So, I want to tell you a story. This is a really good song, actually. I'll play this song and then I'll tell you the story. This song actually is part of my story. You'll find out. What it was like. Check, yes, Juliet, are you with me? Rain is falling down on the sidewalk. I won't go until you come outside. Check, yes, Juliet, kill the limbo. I'll keep tossing rocks at your window. There's no turning back for us tonight. Lace off your shoes. Here's how we do. Run, baby, run. They'll tear us apart if you give them the chance. So your voice, so say, we're not meant to be one, baby,
have to change your mind. Lace up your shoes. Here's how we do. Run, baby, run. Don't ever look back. They'll tear us apart if you give them the chance. Don't sell your heart so sick. Wait to be, run, baby, run.
I'm fucking burning myself great. Sorry, I just had to turn that up all the way for a second, like most of the song at least, because it's it's a really good song and makes me think of people. But I was gonna tell you a story. I was gonna go to Zozobra. There's this thing by my house. Well, not like it's not really close to my house. It's like 20 minutes away. And they do this thing called Zozobra. And it's like this giant guy. If you ever heard of Burning Man, it's like that. It's like this giant guy and they burn him and there's like hundreds of people all crowded in this one park. And of course, I'm the only one in my friend group who brought weed because I'm a little stoner boy and I can sneak it in. Because they actually use fucking metal detectors and shit there. My friend bought his skateboard. Okay, so actually I have to tell you the whole story. So, me and my girlfriend, I guess, kind of right now, went to, it's a different girlfriend than the one I've talked about before. We've only been dating for like 3 days or something. Ooh, wow, relationship. But we were going to Zozobra together and we like walked, my mom dropped us off by like this church place and we walked to this place called Five and Dime because we wanted to get drinks before we went because we're poor and Five and Dime has like dollar drinks and that works for me, man. And so we were standing at Five and Dime and I see someone out of the corner of my eye who almost looks exactly like this person. Let's call him Faggot, because if he's watching this video, you'll know who you are, right? Like, we hung out all over, like, yeah. I'm still gonna call you Faggot this entire time, because I don't know if you probably don't want me to use your real name. Even though you were the only sober one there the entire night. Good job. But what was I gonna say? No, I see Faggot out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh shit, that looks exactly like Faggot. I used to go to school with him, because we were like in the same class, but he left it like halfway through the middle of the year, because that school was kind of a scam. It's a story for another day, though. I'm gonna have to do another dab to be able to explain this. But so, I saw him, and then I was like, oh shit, because I kind of honestly, if you're watching this, I thought you hated me. Like, I don't know. I was dating people that you don't like, and I was kind of friends with one of your exes, but she's ignoring me now. So, like, yeah. But what was I saying again? Okay, so then I, like, try to duck behind a shelf because I'm scared of talking to people, and he walks in and he's all, hey, sup, and I'm all, yo, faggot, I haven't seen you in like a year, what's up? And he was with like these two chicks. One of them, it was her birthday. She was really sweet, and I think I knew her from somewhere before. I think we might have gone to school together like a really, really, really long time ago. And then there was this chick that I met one time when I was on acid, and she was cool. And then we like, so we walked to the ticket booths, and there's like these really, really long lines, because it's like, so just imagine an entire street, and then there's a church next to the street, and the street is just filled with people. It's blocked off. There's like a bunch of roadblocks. Roadblocks. But, so we went to the ticket place, and they were like, we waited in line for a really long time, and my friend bought one of these, the one who, it was her birthday, bought like this lightsaber that changed colors, and she kept like whacking people on the head in line, and they didn't know who it was, and then she like fell into one of them, and she was like, oh shit. It was really funny. And then her nose started bleeding. It's her fucking birthday. I don't know what was going on, but her nose started bleeding. There's like blood all over her hand, and it got on her, like she had white Converse on, and she got like this giant drop of red blood on them. And she had this red hoodie. I'll tell you about that red hoodie later. But so there's like blood coming out of her nose. She was trying to stop it with her red hoodie because she's like, it's red, it's fine. And so this lady behind us apparently knew her parents and like gave her a tissue, so she didn't look like she was just like snorting coke or something, which she wasn't even, although never mind, I won't say that, nothing. But speaking of coke, no, what was I talking about? Okay, so we were waiting in line, and then we get to the front of the line, and they tell my friend that he can't bring his skateboard in because it can be used as a weapon, even though people are bringing fucking foldable metal chairs, which can be used way worse as a weapon than a fucking skateboard. Like, honestly, I hang out with kind of sketchy people, and Faggot was like, he's like an emo boy, like he wears super low pants and like giant black hoodie and like hair in your face, and like you can't see his eyes usually, and it's like bleached to death, and like he has this giant chain on his neck, and so they tell him he can't bring his skateboard in, so he goes and leaves it at like this desk at 5 and dime, because he was like, I'll give you $5 if you keep this here, and then before you close, like, give it to me. Or like, I'll come get it before you close, what time do you close? And they said they close at 11. So we were like, okay, we'll just be back here by 11. And so we finally I got my ticket, and the two girls we met up with that were with Faggot and my girlfriend, we all stand by this wall waiting for Faggot because he had to go hide his skateboard somewhere or like give it to someone, as I explained before. Yeah. And my friend Rebecca, I'm just gonna say my friend Rebecca walked up and said hi to me. I'm not saying anything bad about her, I'm just saying we said hi. I never saw her again that night though. My brother was supposed to be there, but I think he left earlier than I got there because I got there at like 9. Because they didn't even actually start burning him. Because like, okay, so Zozobra is like this evil guy, and you put a bunch of like notes in him and letters and shit that say like things that you want to get rid of, or like bad memories that you want to release, and then like you fill this giant guy up with the notes, and there's like a bunch of fireworks and music, and they're like fire dancers and people from the Pueblo that like they do dances and shit, and then there's like fire dancers, and they light the guy on fire, and he starts burning, but they didn't even like start burning him until like 9:30 or something. And I told my mom I'd meet her at 10, so I was like, hey, can my friend Faggot give me a ride home? And she was like, sure. So I was happy at that point because I thought I would have to go home really early, and I wanted to stay with my friends. And I had like my dad with me, and it was like in my bra, because I have a metal wire in my bra, so if they scan me, they wouldn't, because they had metal detectors, they wouldn't be able to tell, because I'd be like, I have a metal wire in my bra. Also, I had this giant chain that they made me leave, and I chained it to like one of the things, because in line there are these fences separating the lines, and I like wrapped my chain around one of them, and so I had to leave it there, and I was sad, and I thought I was gonna lose it, but as you can see, I'll still have it. So I'll tell you how I got it back in a second. So we like, then Faggot comes back after a couple people talked, and we walk to the field where Zozobra was happening, and there's like, it's like, it's at this place called Fort Marcy, and there's like, there's like a park with like normal park things and like gravel and shit, and then there's like a big grassy field, and then there's like a river in the middle, and then there's like bridges that go over the river. The river never really runs, but there are bridges that go over it. And then on the other side of the river is another really big field that's like a baseball field, I think. And there's like a big stadium, and that's where they have Zoba behind that field. And then everyone stands in like the field and the park, and they're both really big fields, but they're completely full of people just like dancing and partying and like fucking listening to music. Me and my friends didn't want to be around that many people, so while we were waiting for it to start raining, we like sat in the grass and talked, and we met up with that one chick's friend, not the girl who's her birthday, her friend and Faggot's friend. This girl, they were like going to meet up with someone, and there was this chick, I don't fucking know her name, and there was this guy who's her boyfriend, I think, I can't tell, I don't know, but they were together. And also, before this, when I was at Five and Dime, I met up with the friends that I was actually supposed to be meeting with, but then they just left me when I was talking to my friend Faggot, because he was smoking cigarettes, and they're like, oh no, I don't want to be around cigarette smoke. Like, I was literally raised around cigarette smoke, but I don't smoke cigarettes, like, oh, I did take one hit of a cigarette, but it was like, it was peach flavored, and I thought that sounded interesting, and I thought it had weed in it, but then it was just a cigarette, so I was like, fuck. But I only took one hit, and then I gave it to this guy, and he was like, I don't want it, so he just put it on the ground and left it there. It wasn't burning, he like put it out first. Also, my friend Faggot, he just the silliest thing, he like, after we were waiting in line for tickets, he gets the lightsaber that's like rainbow, and he's like, I'm gonna deep throat it. So he fucking gets, okay, so there's a big blue part that's like this big, and then there's like a pink part that's this big, and then there's like a yellow part and an orange part and a red part, yeah. And he got like to here, and this is like halfway through the pink part. So good for him. And then he was like, my throat hurts, and I was like, yeah, because you did that, it's fucking plastic. He's like, I did it with a tennis dildo and I was fine. And I'm all, well, dildos are made out of silicone, so it's like a different thing instead of plastic. And we were like, there's children all around us while we were talking about this and like being crazy, but I don't think they were really paying attention to us, hopefully. Later in the night there weren't as many people, and I thought I had brought dabs with me in my bra, but when I got there I couldn't find them. And then I was walking across this bridge because we thought the burn was they're gonna start burning the Zoba soon. And I heard something fall, and I looked down, and my fucking dabs are on the bridge, and I'm like, dude. And my friends are like, whoa. And I'm like, yay. So we did lots of dabs that night. I wish I had my fucking torch, though. It would have been so much more fun. I'm very high right now. I'm sorry, this video is really long. I haven't listened to music in a while. I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm gonna try to post this one because my dad's not here. He always gets mad because when I post things, he can't use internet as well. I'm gonna listen to music while I do a dab really quick. That was a very big dab. Fuck. I'm not gonna go.
Started using
Yeah, this is a really good song. I'm gonna turn it up.
Left my heart in Rocky Hill, all burning in my chest. Needed a distraction from my head. Devil on my shoulders said try this instead. So started using again. started sleeping again.
Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit so I can actually talk. I just like this song. So we were like walking across the bridge to see it burn, and it wasn't burning. So we went over to get some food because there's like this place with food and stuff. Stopped wishing I was dead. Before anyone else become mine, just a burn.
Started smoking again. Guess I miss coughing my lungs up every morning. Needed anything to keep me breathing, to prevent my blood from bleeding. Started smoking again. Started loving.
This is a really good band. They're called Sorority Noise.
When I lost
But so we walked over to get some food, and they had $5 turkey legs. So Faggot got a turkey leg, and then he also got a corn dog. But when my girlfriend was ordering the corn dog, the Zoba started burning, and we were all fuck. No, yeah, it started burning, so we were all fuck shit. We are missing it, but I forgot to tell my girlfriend, and I feel really bad about it. It's all my fault. But I was watching it. Okay, but so we watched it burn, and I tried to take a video, but I keep my money in my phone case sometimes, so I was doing that day because I thought it would be like too much energy to get my wallet. Also, I don't know where it is right now, so I kept my money in my phone case, and I like couldn't take a video because there was money in my phone case and it burned too quick, but it was really cool. And then they started playing Queen, so all me and my friends started dancing fucking like in a circle, and then more and more teenagers started gathering around us because like random people would always say hi to my friend Faggot because he's like well, he has a lot of friends, and then like the girls he was hanging out with have a lot of friends. I'm just not used to having friends. Like one person came up to me there and said hi. But then Faggot thought he saw his ex, so he was all oof. And then what did we do? We walked onto the field to start dancing because people were leaving and there's more room now. And we had a really fun time dancing to like a bunch of old music and like being crazy and really high. And then we walked back to the field.
Welcome to another episode of Pink Station Zero. Tonight, making us intergalactic.
Just gonna turn that down for a little bit. But so we walked back to the field, and my friend, who it was her birthday when we were dancing to Queen, she took her hoodie off and fucking left it, and it was like one of her favorite hoodies, and I feel really bad for her. Yeah, because it was her birthday and that sucks. But she like went back, and then we had to all go like we went to the playground and like the grass next to the playground, and we like sat down and we talked because the security guards made us leave because we were like one of the last people there, and we were all just like dancing in a group, and they're all, you have to leave, and we were all fuck man. And when the music stopped playing, we were all one more song, like 50 people all chanting one more song, but they didn't fucking play one, so that's great. And then we just started playing our own music, and then they made us leave. And then we were sitting in the grass, and there's this fucking chick that I used to go to school with in like first grade, and I saw her and I was like, whoa, oh my god, hello. And she was friends with the girl it's her birthday, or like sisters with her or something, I think. And I was like, whoa. So that was fun. And then like she the girl that I went to first grade with had like a couple of friends with her, so those friends started hanging out with us, and we were all smoking and like doing dabs and like shit like that. And then there was like a bunch of cops, so we were like, we have to leave, we had to go get my friend's skateboard anyways. And on our way back we passed by the ticket stands, and I was like, hey miss, I left my chain in row number 9, do you think it's still there? Because they wouldn't let me bring it in, so I had to tie my chain up to something. And it was still fucking there, so I still have my chain, and this was a really nice lady. She's like, oh, there's also a bunch of umbrellas too if you want one. And I was like, oh, that's nice, but I don't really want to carry it because we had a long way to walk to the car. So I didn't carry it. And then we went to the place where my friend left his skateboard, and they were about to close, and he fucking got it though. So we both got our shit back. And then we walked up to, like, we walked a really long ways. I didn't really know where we were going. My friends were kind of just, like, walking, and I was following them, and we almost got run over a couple times, but it's fine. There was this one guy, we were, like, walking down this little street that was, like, it was, like, the street that had trees on it, and then on the other side of one of the, like, rows of trees, there was a parking lot, and the street we were on was one way, and it wasn't the way that we were walking, it was the way in front of us, like, you're supposed to go that way, and we were walking this way, and there was a fucking car behind us going this way, fucking following us, and it was so sketchy, and, like, they didn't even honk at us or anything, and it was, like, some creepy-ass old dude following, like, a giant group of, like, teenagers, mostly girls, well, like, one guy, faggot, but, so that was sketchy, and then we all, like, went to the side so we didn't get kidnapped, and then they, like, passed by, and we walked up to the car, and we got in the car, and then I was like, shit, did I leave anything? I didn't leave anything. And then we drove to that girl's house that was, like, okay, so she's, like, the friend of the birthday girl, you know, her. We drove to her house. And then the birthday girl left because her fucking dad wouldn't let her sleep over on her fucking birthday, which sucks. So she went home, and then we, like, hung out there for a little bit to charge our phones and shit, and then we left. And then we